Hi, my name is Kevin Fender. I'm a student at the University of Central Florida, and this is my reflection video for my final portfolio for my ENC 1102 class. Over the course of these last 16 weeks, we have encountered vigorous papers that have tested our knowledge and researchability as well as our use for APA citations. Today, I will be showing you a collection of work throughout my semester's workload. When I first entered the class, I had been nervous because I was told by my peers and by my ENC 1101 teacher that ENC 1102 would have a 20-page paper, and I freaked out because I knew there was no way around it. I had never written more than 5 pages double-spaced, and I got nervous that I would not be able to get through it. After this, I had set 3 goals to start this semester. 1. To learn to type better. 2. To not procrastinate when writing my papers. And 3. To get better at doing multiple drafts and not just submitting the first thing that I do. I can happily say now that I did not have to write a 20-page paper, and that I was able to accomplish these goals by just staying on course. When looking more in depth with my 3 goals, my first goal was to learn to type better. I had never taken a typing class and have always been told the way I type would affect me the farther along I get in my classes. My teachers in high school used to always tell me it would be a handicap to me. When I entered the class, our first main paper we had to write was our research proposal. And that was the paper that challenged this goal the most because I tried my best to type correctly. I got better as the class went along, but I am still trying to work on my goal outside of the class. I have a feeling I will have to work a lot harder on this goal to get where I want to be. My second goal was to not procrastinate on my papers, and this goal was somewhat obtained. Pushing myself to work ahead was stressful because I have always thought that I was better at working with a time constraint, but after this semester, I realized this is the complete opposite. I would say that the working ahead goal was accomplished mostly in discussion 2, identifying communities to study, and in discussion 4, research questions and focusing your research question. In discussion 2, we had to write about identifying our communities, and this was a little stressful for me. I knew that we would be using this for the rest of the semester, so I decided to use a community I knew well, the Miami Dolphins. I knew a lot about them because I grew up watching them, and the draft is right around the corner, so it was the perfect time when reports would start circulating. I did not know what I would talk about, but after my meeting with my professor a week earlier, I was able to start writing and developing ideas early. For discussion 4, we had to develop our research question, and this was stressful because I did not know how to incorporate my favorite football team into a research question. After talking with peers, though, I found my question. How do the social media teams keep fans involved during the off-season? And this allowed me to start brainstorming earlier than the night before my paper was due. For my final goal, to get better at doing multiple drafts and not just submitting the first thing I do. This was something I transferred over from my ENC 1101 class. Before college, I had never had peer reviews or done multiple drafts, but last semester taught me that I need to see that all work is not perfect, and multiple edits could benefit your paper. I wanted to incorporate this into my works for this semester. One thing that really helped me with this was the peer reviews. In the annotated bibliography, I had wanted to make sure that I could get a better grade on this paper than my previous papers. I took the peer review very seriously by giving others my help. After doing this, I was able to see the goods and the bads of their papers and was able to incorporate this into my own paper. I was able to accomplish this goal during the discussion 4 post because I had originally developed a research question with my professor, Professor Dieterle. But after I had met and discussed with my peers, I was able to change and edit my research question. Now that the semester is over, I can see that I have accomplished my goals, which makes me very happy. I got what I wanted out of this class and was able to develop skills that will help me further my education with this university. In my e-portfolio, we were to develop a metaphor or concept that gave an understanding of our semester's work and the writing we chose to incorporate in our portfolio. Since our class is around lunchtime, I was really hungry, and we were trying to develop this metaphor. While everyone was talking about food around me, someone said Chipotle next to me, and I could not get the thought of a Chipotle burrito out of my head. I mean, how could you? They are delicious. I started to think of the burrito as I was trying to develop my concept, and I said to myself, why not just use it as my concept? A Chipotle burrito is made up of small ingredients and some that are very important and necessary. This is exactly what my semester's work was like. If we looked at the work incorporated in my portfolio, the research papers are like the meat of the burrito. They are the thing that makes the burrito what it is, and it is the most important part of the burrito. If you look at the rest of the work, though, they are smaller parts of the class, and they are only there to help or enhance the paper, or, if you want to, the meat. This would mean that the discussions are like the rice, lettuce, cheese, or salsa. They help fill the burrito and enhance the bigger parts of the class. When you throw all of these pieces together, you cannot just leave it there. The final portfolio is this class's tortilla. It is used to throw all the work you chose into it and wrap it up. Once that is done, you have your delicious burrito. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.